Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be writing a language interface for Hindi language. So basically what I want to achieve from this video is the ability to code in native Hindi language. So let's say we have something I have this file created over here. So basically all the functionalities which we have in the pilot programming language, we have variable declaration, arrays declaration, print, user input functions and whatever. Basically I want to convert that to native Hindi language. So let's consider something like I don't know, till loops. So if we have something like, before, what we could do is we could do till first numbers less than second number. So we would do the further scoping and the further stuff. But apart from this, what I want is to basically run this code also. Like, this code should also convert into something that can be compiled by the pilot compiler. And one very obvious thing is this video is going to be a bit in Hindi also, because of course I'm dealing with the Hindi language. I actually don't know the demographics of my audience. Like, I don't know how many people can speak Hindi and how many cannot. But in this video, if you don't know Hindi, I don't see the point of you watching. I mean, you could, try to see how I'm implementing stuff, but apart from that, you probably should not watch this video if you don't know Hindi. But you could, you could watch this video. But this video is going to be in Hindi, and of course, the further videos which I put up would be in English. But this is a special video that would be in Hindi because I'm dealing with the Hindi language, right? So it makes more sense for me to talk in Hindi. So I'm going to be doing that. So, and actually, I wanted to talk about what I was doing for these past 2 months. I was terribly busy. I had my college exams, I had my college practicals, I had my. Actually, fortunately or unfortunately, I got an internship, and that internship dealt with web development, more specifically React development. So that was a completely different forte. So I was very busy with all these three stuffs. My college exams are finally over. They got over the day before yesterday, and my internship is still going on. It's a 2 month internship, and the first month is over, so I have got some time. So I squeezed out some time to basically focus over here. So the past 2 days, what I was doing was I was fixing all of the bugs which I encountered. So first of all, I had encountered. I mean, if I talk about the bugs, it would be like a separate video. It would be terribly long and terribly. It would be very painful to watch, because it's the thing is, I refactored the entire code base first of all. So actually I want to show you that. So if I just go to headers, I implemented, first of all, implemented two new features. The first feature is, if I just go back over here, I added support for background colors. So if I just go to ASM, you see I would have this colors.asm. Inside this, I basically also, there was this bug. You could not name a function named, let's say, red, because this was already defined in the assembly part. So of course that was a silly bug. I fixed that. And now this is the part which I had added. So basically the background colors, and then I added a file called as color wrapper. Instead of basically writing all of this in the main file, I could just create, let's say I want to print something in red color. So I could just call the global red function in the main ASM file instead of writing it this entire thing. And the same was for background colors also. So I implemented this, and I also implemented inline displays. So let's say what happened was basically if I do display welcome to the program, and display, this is another statement, I don't know, this random stuff. So these two lines would be in separate, these two would be in separate print lines, right? But now what you could do is you could do inline, and you could just have, like, what the logic was is basically whenever you type in display and the string is displayed, a new line is done after displaying this to the output screen, right? But if you do dot inline over here, so this new line is erased, this new line would not be outputted, and then this is another statement would be right next to it. And the way we basically now use background colors is, let's say you want to print something like display welcome to the program, I don't know, and then let's say you want to give it a text color of green, so you just do simply dot green, and let's say you want to give it a background color of white, so we do background underscore white. The order is irrelevant, it doesn't matter. You could also do it inline, and again the order is irrelevant, and the syntax for colors is the text colors is the name of the color itself, and background colors is background underscore the color name. So those are the two features which I had added, and apart from that, I spent a major portion of my time fixing the bugs which I encountered. So now I think the program is bug free, but one really important thing which I wanted to actually, if I could just open this, I think I have it right. File specs over here. Yeah. Actually, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So it's over here. Yeah. So black color has some issues. That's the bug right now. But I fixed all of these bugs. So there was some string variable creation had some bugs, and I broke the display function altogether for some reason. And there was something wrong with declaring functions. So I fixed all of these behind the scenes. It would be a terribly painful video to watch me fixing all of these bugs, because I myself was not sure what was going wrong. But apparently, like talking about this bug, let's say, what was happening is while creating the function stack, I was not resetting the stack counter for that. So if that makes sense, that was the reason this bug was occurring. I fixed that pretty like one line fix. It works now. And yeah, what I want to do is, in the further videos, I want to write support for RHS array values, right? Like we can do for now, we can do something like array I is 5, but we can't do get array I, and we can't do, we can't put the RHS on the right hand side, and we don't have if-else support for array subscripts also. So we got to do that, and then we have non-void functions, then we have sleep and clear. So that would be done in the further videos. I think we are going off track. What we want to do right now is implement this. So I'll just first of all, go over this, what I'm talking, like what I want to implement and how I want to do it, right? So I want the ability to code in native language. The thought process behind this is basically, let's say someone who, does not know how to speak English, right? And he searches, let's say he searches, what does he search? C++, Hindi tutorial, let's say. He knows how to speak Hindi, not English. So obviously he would actually type this also in Hindi, but for the sake of simplicity, C++ Hindi tutorial, let's say this video or this article, let's say whatever, if else in Hindi, let's say, and let me just close this ad. So okay, now this is a terrible article. I mean, I want this in Hindi, C++ in Hindi, let's say. Yeah, let's say this. Yeah, great. So let's say I'm a person who does not know how to speak English. मुझे हिंदी बोलना आता है सिर्फ, let's say, and मैं सर्च करता हूँ C++ in हिंदी कैसे सीखें, right? I know for a fact कि C++ is a language and I want to learn it, but I don't know how to speak English. I only know how to speak Hindi. So I would open this article and I would read this C++ क्या है, whatever, and I would just read all of this. So मैं हिंदी में मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, okay, मैं हिंदी में सब पढ़ रहा हूँ, C++ का आविष्कार ये हुआ था, blah 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 and whatever. And now when I come to the code part, you see ये English में है, this is not in Hindi, right? Of course, using namespace, std, int main, blah blah blah. So there is kind of a language barrier over here. The main reason is I'm reading this article in Hindi is because I don't know how to speak English, but the code itself is in English. So that's the problem which I'm trying to fix with my language. So the ability to code in native Hindi. So why are there so many ads over here? So let's say we have something very simple like this. If I just isolate this a bit, like simple if else, like अगर पहली संख्या बड़ी है दूसरी संख्या से, प्रदर्शन is display. I don't know, I could not come up with a better word. My brother helped me with this. But अगर आप Google पे search करोगे, what comes up is छपाई for display. If I just open display, or let's say print in Hindi, so we get छपाई, छापा, and blah 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 blah. So nothing feels natural. My first instinct was to use the display word itself translated in Hindi, but I thought Pradarshan is also, my brother helped me, and Pradarshan was also sounding very natural, so that's what I'm doing. So अगर पहली संख्या बड़ी है दूसरी संख्या से, प्रदर्शन पहली संख्या दूसरी से बड़ी है, नहीं तो which basically is else, प्रदर्शन दूसरी संख्या पहली से छोटी है. So this is an example of what I want to achieve in this video, and I don't think this would be a very, it wouldn't be very complicated. We just have to write. Actually, I have just made the file over here. If I just go back to my Debian system, I have this hindi.hpp file in my language interfaces, and basically this would take in the source code and this would work with it. So shouldn't be an error. Shouldn't be an error. I mean, shouldn't be very hard to do it. So I'll just go over what I'm talking about. I'll just go over the translations, right? So first of all, number in code should not be translated. Otherwise, we should translate any other number. Right, I'll go over this later. I just came up with this, and this is actually logical. And I'll talk about this later, basically. First variable declaration. Naam hai Aryan Kumar. So basically, the hai would translate to is over here. And the string does not matter. We can put anything in strings. The variable name also, it's an ID. It's a string also, variable name. So we don't need to change that. So name hai Aryan Kumar and translates to name is Aryan Kumar. Name 2 hai Aryan translates to name 2 in English. I don't know if it's called English or Roman. It's not Roman numerals, but whatever. But whatever, English numerals. So this translates to this. The reason I'm doing this is, let's say we have some mathematical operations. We cannot apply mathematical operations from compiler's perspective. We cannot apply mathematical operations on Hindi numerals. So we got to convert those at least. And if we do that, there is a discrepancy between what numbers to convert and what numbers to not convert. So basically I'm following this rule. Any numbers inside code should not be translated, otherwise translate any bloody number. So we have 2 over here, gets translated. Name 2 hai Aryan, gets translated to name 2 is Aryan. Pehli sankhya hai, I think it's 8, so it gets translated over here. Pehli sankhya is 8. Similarly, added declaration space hai 20 by 20. So space is 10 times 20, 0. Print, प्रदर्शन आपका प्रोग्राम में स्वागत है. प्रदर्शन gets translated to display. I think I should have done it like right to left. I mean display is प्रदर्शन, but whatever. So प्रदर्शन होता है डिस्प्ले में कन्वर्ट. प्रदर्शन आपका प्रोग्राम में स्वागत है gets translated to display. आपका प्रोग्राम में स्वागत है. प्रदर्शन, you see this number is over here in quotes, but we don't convert it, right? Display मेरा favorite number है, whatever. User input के लिए we have get gets translated to प्राप्त. You see the variable name or the ID is not changed. Functions के लिए, let's say function गुना पहली संख्या दूसरी संख्या. Function gets translated to कार्य. Calling the function, basically call. I could not come up with any other word, so I'm sorry. Till loops, till first number is less than second number. जब तक पहला number कम है दूसरे number से. Range loops. I find this very interesting. Range पहली संख्या से दूसरी संख्या as संख्या, let's say. तो range gets translated to क्रम. क्रम means order or range or sequence. So क्रम पहली संख्या से दूसरी संख्या जैसे संख्या. And I want to get a better word over here. This word itches me a bit. I don't know, but I want to get a better word. So whatever. तो क्रम पहली संख्या से दूसरी संख्या जैसे संख्या. And if else में अगर आएंगे तो we have अगर if के बदले अगर है and else के बदले नहीं तो है. So that's very simple. अगर पहली संख्या बड़ी है दूसरी संख्या से, प्रदर्शन पहली संख्या दूसरी से बड़ी है, नहीं तो प्रदर्शन दूसरी संख्या. Why is this दूर सी? 1 second. प्रदर्शन दूसरी संख्या पहली है पहले से छोटी है. दूसरी, wait a minute. If this is false, दूसरी is greater than no. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but दूसरी संख्या पहली से बड़ी है. Yeah. And this gets translated, the agar gets translated to if, and the nahi to gets translated to else. So that's the thing. So if I just open up my system over here, you see I have this empty file which takes in the source code and basically it takes in the reference of the source code and it would work with that. So we're going to be implementing that. First, what I want to do is, if I go to pilot.cpp, I was doing something stupid, so ignore me. Let's remove this and remove this and remove this. So yeah, we just have the source code in the string file, and then we are calling in the Hindi to pilot source code, and we are exiting because we don't want anything else right now. So first of all, what I want to talk about is Hindi is not properly supported in consoles, right? Even over here, you see, this is the best I could come up with. Like Choti is like this, it has this little weird space, and Dusri Sankhya is like this. It works though. It works, and I'm very happy because normal terminal में अगर आप इसको copy करोगे, and अगर आप terminal how do you copy this? Control Shift C. Okay, I'm sorry. So normal terminal में, if I just paste this doesn't work. Doesn't work. So what you have to do is you have to do. I'm using console over here. KONSOLE. Sudo apt-get. Type this and install console, and then आप इसको run कर पाओगे. So yeah. After doing that, this is what I come up with. Pradarshan is like this, but whatever. It's good enough. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to have kind of a hash map for Hindi to English numeral conversions. So I'll just go over here. English numbers. Okay, no. Okay, what I could do is I could just do open this and 1. Okay, 1 second. 1 and okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are there so many ads? 1 second. I'll do it again. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'll put 0 at the end because why not? So we have the Hindi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. We have the Hindi numerals. So first I want to create a hash map. Basically, how did we create hash maps? Okay, not like this. 1 second. Include unordered map, and let's make std. I actually forgot C++. I'm doing this after so long. How did we do it? Let's go to infix to postfix. Oh, okay, we did not have to put that. Okay, just putting this in braces, angle braces. So unordered map. It would take in a character and return a character, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, because we're mapping a character to a character, and the name is Hindi numeral to English numeral, and then we want to have, if I just paste this, this is 1. I hope this does not give me any error. Why is this 1 second. Okay, this has to be, oh my god, I'm so wrong. I said before I was doing my internship in JavaScript and I forgot how C++ works, so I'm sorry. I think ऐसे ही होता है, right? Yeah, so this is going to be a little painful, but whatever. And 2 okay, I'll just do it quickly because 3 4 Then we have 5. By the way, I noticed in the previous videos the music voice was so painfully loud. I think people could barely hear me, but I don't even think people watch my videos with that focus, so it didn't matter. But for the sake of it, I turned off the the music. And then this is 9, and then we have finally. Why is this giving me an error? Okay, I forgot the comma. Should be fine now, everything, yeah. Just over here we have this to 0, right? Yeah. I'll just add some tab spaces here. And I have to close the bracket, I'm sorry. So we have this hash map ready. Let's put some space over here. Yeah. So we have this ready. Why is this? Okay. No, it's okay, doesn't matter. So what you wanna do is yeah, we have this ready now. Now what I want to do is I want to fragment the source code by words, and then but how do I implement this? I actually never मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था इसके बारे में. Like we have the numeral things. What we could do is basically there are. I was thinking कि we run the program 3 times. We run this function 3 times. Like this function would be run 1 times, but internally that would go over the source code 3 times. For the first time, convert all the non-quote numerals to English numbers. And for the second time, convert the double words to pilot keywords, and the final step would be I'm going to be going over what I mean by these. So convert the single words to pilot keyword. First step is pretty self-explanatory. Convert all the non-quote numerals to English numbers. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 gets translated to 1, 2, 3, 4 in English. The second is convert a double word to pilot keyword. So if I just open this up again, not over here, we have some double words. So like for till loops, so till has basically jab tak means till. So this is a double word, so I want to translate that. So that's the first double word, and the second double word is else mein, like we have nahi to. So over here, else has nahi to. So we have to work with these stuff. So first let's implement the number thing. That's going to be the easiest if I am not wrong. So what do we do is we just do for character, let's say S in source code, if uh, Hindi numeral dot English dot find s is equal to. Is that how we do it? I forgot everything. 1 second. Okay, I think that's how we do it. Is equal to. It's not equal to. Oh, I'm sorry. So that means that if the character s is present in this hash map, so what we do then is we just do. Okay, I think I should not do it like this. I have to do it like let's say char s, and what we do is s is equal to source code I, and then just simply do, let's make an int over here also, because we need the index, because we have to make the change in the source code itself. So so for int I is equal to 0, okay, not int I is defined, I is less than source code dot length I plus plus, s is equal to source code I, and if we find the character in our hash map, so if we find a Hindi numeral, we just convert it. So what we do is source code I is equal to Hindi numeral to English, and we pass the s character as the key. Let's see if this is working or not. So this should translate the Hindi stuff. So let's just do one thing, or let's do std. This is the source. This is the source code before, and we do a new line, and we just do std cr. 1 second. I think my Bluetooth is connected over here. Just 1 second. Yeah. So yeah, what we do is we print this is the source code before, and we do std cout source code, and then after running the Hindi to pilot function, we do this again. So we just do this is the source code, source code after running the function, and we can just do std source code. Okay, we just gotta add a new line over here. Yeah, save this, and it's terribly slow, I'm sorry, but what could I do? It's actually terribly slow, so whatever. Let's do vim Hindi. Let's not do vim. Actually, I've never opened a Hindi file in vim. Let's see what happens. Not that bad. Okay, I'll just use mousepad instead. Ind.py. Yeah, let's increase the font a bit more, I guess. I think my specs power has increased. It's negative 1.5 already, but yeah, so let's remove this for now. Okay, let's make another file. Like, why to disturb this file? We could do mousepad h2.py, and let's just type in all the numbers, right, in Hindi. So let's just do, okay, just making sure I'm recording. Let's just put this. Let's see what happens. So I don't expect this to work perfectly. Damn. Multi-character, what's this? Multi-character constant. Okay. Something with the script. So it's kind of difficult to integrate this properly. Okay, I'll just use this. Yeah. So let's do pilot h2.py. Let's see what happens. Damn. Okay, so I think I know what's happening. Since it's a multi-character string, right? So I think these two are okay. Now this is going to be tricky to handle. I mean, the numbers thing, I could do it, but what I could do is I could make another. What the hell is this? I could make another. Let's do std string translated code. Let's make it a string stream, like, why not? And this would return a string and string stream. What's wrong with this? Stream, yeah. I need to import this if I'm not wrong. Include this as stream, yeah. And we return something like pilot.cpp or source code. We just override the source code by, yeah. I don't, do we need to pass it by reference anymore? Let's not pass it by reference. Let's do it like this. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be very tricky. I don't know how to solve this. Okay, what? String to char mapping. I'll try this, but let me just first do this. So translated code. that's not the case, then in the else block we just simply write oh my god, translated code and question s, and then at the end we just return translated code.str. Yeah, let's see what happens now. Okay, wow, it still does not work. So this is going to be very tricky actually to handle. So let's do one thing. Let's make it a string to char mapping, and now let's wrap this in a string. Let's wrap all of this so yeah, a C string, I'm sorry. This is going to be very tricky. This is a bit weird, like okay, so how do I proceed with this? I'm not really sure. S is a character over here, but okay, what we could do is let's just do this. How to find a substring in string in C++? I don't know. Could we do this? Let's try this. Let's see. And then what we do is actually, let's say we loop over the Hindi to numeral thing, right? So okay, so you could use auto, right? So for auto reference or Hindi numeral and Hindi numeral to English. Yeah. Let's try something. Let's see out Hindi numeral. Okay, Hindi numeral at first, if I'm not wrong. Let's do Hindi numeral dot second. second. I think this part is unnecessarily tough. I mean, it shouldn't be this tough. Let's see what's happening. I just want to see the output. I hope it works. Cool, it does work. At least I'm happy with this. So the mapping is done. Okay, I think we might have some hope over here. So what we could do is we could just find this numeral. So but that would break the law, right? We made this stupid law that we could not change the number inside the quotes, but I think we don't care. We would change any numbers because I cannot find out any other proper way to do it. So we're going to be using regex the way we read over here. Where did we read it? Over here. So std regex replaced. This is a string, right? Yeah. Let's just copy this and let's just keep it for reference over here. Okay, we don't need a string stream, or maybe we do. I'm not even sure, but we'll just return the source code because we're making we are what do I call it? We are passing. Okay, we don't even need to. Let's just keep it the way it was before. We have a reference to it, and we don't return. And we return nothing. It's a void function. We have a reference to that, and where is it gone? Yeah, over here. We just call it like this. Yeah. We pass in the source code. It takes in the reference of the source code and makes the changes over here in place. So source code is equal to std regex replace within the source code, and we find in what do we find? Hindi numeral dot first. If I'm not wrong, Hindi numeral dot first, and we replace it with Hindi numeral dot second. Let's see what's happening now. Why is this giving me an error? Why? I did this. I mean, regex replace source code, and there are two strings. Yeah, it's a character, is it? Should I pass in? Let's just call the string function upon it. Like, how do we? Okay, we just converted the string. Then I don't know. That fix it? I think so. And this is going to be a bit cumbersome, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the brace over here. This shouldn't give me an error now, I think so. Or what's wrong with this? Expected or oh, I'm sorry. I think this is okay now, and this should also be okay. Yeah, let's see what happens now. I can only pray this works. So we just compile this. I don't think this would give me an error anymore, like, because we're not using cat, right? We are using, yeah. Let's see what happens now. Damn, it did work. Nice. So I guess the error message did help. Okay, so it's working now. It's great. It's great. It's great. So okay, yeah. Let's try passing in something else, like something like this, let's say. So mousepad is 2.py. Okay, let's pass in a couple statements. This wouldn't be translated, but other things would be, right. Yeah, this should be translated. Let's call this also. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. So what should we pass in now? Let's pass in this. Pehli sankhya hai 8, I guess. So we have these 3 things. Let's pass it, and great. I'm very happy with this result. Very happy. See, it's working now. So we got the first thing down. So how long is the stream or video? About an hour. Okay. And let's just mark this off our checklist. Where is our checklist? Yeah. So the first thing is done. If I just go over here, done. Now I want to convert. Okay, we could just use regex. It wouldn't be. Damn, it's very easy now. You could just use regex. So we could just add some. 1 second. Converting Hindi numerals to English numerals. Yeah. Now we make another. Basically, it's very easy now. I think within half an hour, not even half an hour, within 20 minutes, we'll achieve what we want to achieve. Because for the second and third task, we also make 2 hash maps, double word and single words. And we just iterate over those hash maps in 2 separate loops, and our job would be done. So I think we are on the right track right now. So we do an order. Let's start with the second task. std string and std string Hindi double word let's double keyword to pilot. Yeah, I think let's call it English. I mean, Hindi double keyword to English. So there are gonna be only 2 things. Jab tak would get converted to till, and nahi to would get converted to else. So I'll just copy this. Jab tak would get translated to till. And what else? What else do we have? We have nahi to. 1 second. Yeah. Great. Nahi to gets translated to. Okay, it's comma. I'm sorry. It's comma. Nahi to gets translated to else. Right. Yeah. I could make this better. Of course, has to be a quote over here. Better by not converting the numbers in quotes yeah, I think that would suffice. My neck's very dry. I'll drink some water. Yeah. So Hindi double keywords to English, right? I think just use another simple. One second. Just copy this and paste this and auto Hindi double keywords. Double keywords. So Hindi double keyword in Hindi double keyword to English. And then we replace within the source code the occurrence of whatever jab tak or nahi to with the second value. I think this should translate this now. So let me just try to do we have if else over here? Yeah. Let's also put in jab tak. Where is jab tak over here? Yeah. Let's do mousepad h2.py. No, 1 second. Yeah, let's compile and now run this. Yeah, great. So else tell, yeah, it's working. I think this would convert also the code which is inside the quotes to the numerals. If I just do mousepad again, let's say I just print 20 over here, this would again convert this to 20. We gotta fix this issue somehow, and I don't think that would be a major thing to fix, because you could just have a boolean flag to check whether while we are scanning through the list whether we are in quotes or not, and if the boolean flag is set to true, that means if we are inside the quotes we just don't change the number, right? We just keep it in Hindi. But I'll do it later in another video. But yeah, this is converted now. I just gotta write a hash map for the single keywords conversion. So let's do Hindi keyword to English. And what do we have over here? We have hair. The hair is translated to. Let's just. Should I make a copy of this entire thing in the Linux itself? And let's just do mousepad. So I have this over here. Cool. Now this is painstakingly big, but does not matter. So the first thing which we have is converts to is, and we convert hair. Hair gets converted to is. Okay, now another thing is, let's say if I'm printing mera naam hai Aryan, that would also be converted to is. So we have to, like, this is a general issue, not a numeric issue. So I'll just write this over here. Actually, why do I have so many comments? I'll remove this. This was unnecessary first of all. Just copied it. That's why this came over here. Yeah. So what we want is, 1 second. Write better logic to not convert Hindi words or numerals which are in quotes. Yeah. So I'll do that later, but for now let's work with this. So hair के लिए we have this and space. Yeah, I mean good enough. Print, yeah. Pradarshan is for print. Is Pradarshan too heavy of a keyword? I'll add 2, does not matter. I can add multiple keywords, right? So let's say Pradarshan gets converted to display. Let's also get the literal translation of display in Hindi over here, because why not? Actually, this was my first pick, so I'll just put both of them. One second. So display, and it's translated to and okay, this is done. What else do we have? Get gets translated to prapt. Is this the way we write prapt? Okay, I have to now prapt in Hindi. Prapt. See, this is the way we write prapt. Okay, where did it go? Prapt. Okay, doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Per and adha per and ra per ta. Prapt. Cool. Now, after 1 second. Prapt ho gaya. Yeah, and function gets translated to karya. So actually karya gets translated to function. So karya gets translated to function. What else? Call gets translated to call. See, मैं चाहता हूँ एक better word मिले call के लिए, because this does not feel natural enough, but then other words are terrible. बुलावा and पुकार. I'm gonna be using बुलावा and पुकार. So whatever. Call and till के लिए जब तक कर रहे हैं ना हम, जब तक हो गया. Yeah. I really like the way I'm translating range loops, like range first to second as I, क्रम पहला से आखिरी, पहले से आखिरी, जैसे संख्या. जैसे is a bit weird, but the क्रम and say is very good, very natural, like probably the most natural thing, natural conversion in this entire whatever hash map. So we have jab tak, I'll just make sure we have jab tak. What else do we have? Kram. So I don't. Is this the way we write kram? Kram. I think it again would be translated to that. 1 second. So, yeah, kram. Range, and we have say. I'll just copy this. Say gets translated to range first to, क्रम पहले से. तो this is 2, right? Yeah. As जैसे is as. क्रम से and जैसे is as, if I'm not wrong. And we just have agar for elf. What's the time right now? Okay, it's about an hour if I'm not wrong. So we have these ready. I think that's it if I'm not wrong. Let's go over it. So hair Let's see. Let's make a count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How are there 10 over here? What the hell? 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there are 9 over here. 1, 2. Oh, we added display. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think that's good enough. And now we just need another loop, which would convert this. I think I could just remove this. And just make it a bit better. Yeah, I'm just getting this because this would look a bit better, I guess. Looks weird now, but yeah, it's good enough. So I'm not gonna be wasting more time over here. So I'll just put this over here. This looks good, that's why I want this to be at the top. And logically this should be after that, so I'll just put this after this. So yeah, we have these two. One second, I just want to open this real quick. I didn't put equals to over here, but it still worked. Okay, I don't know why, but I think it works. I don't know. So I just fixed the last loop. Hindi keyword. And I'll just make the two changes over here. Let's see what happens now. So I think it should be good enough. Okay, no, not over here. Don't save, and let's compile this. Let's do mousepad h2 reply. Yeah, let's see what's happening now. It should work. Yeah, I think it's working. Yeah. So this was the previous code, and this is the final code. After running the function, how can I mess up basic spellings? I'll just run it again. So just 1 second, guys. So this is working. So technically, if I pass this to pilot, it should work. So let's just try doing some simple programs. Let's just see if this works or not in the first place. I'm not even sure. But let's just make a Hindi display function. So we'll do a mousepad Hindi. What do I have in Hindi.py? Okay, let's not mess with this. Let's do mousepad h display, or let's do hd.py. I don't even know. Very terrible with naming stuff. We have let's do this प्रदर्शन मेरा नाम आर्यन है. Let's see what happens. So if I just do cat hd.py, मेरा नाम आर्यन है, whatever. It's a bit weird, but that's the best I could come up with. But let's just do. I hope it works. Okay, of course this was the error I was talking about, or glitch, not error. But two things. First, I want to actually call the function, like the further functions. I really think, by common sense, this should work, right? Why shouldn't it not work? One second. Where it can go? Yeah. Let's do mousepad hd.py. मेरा नाम. Let's do. Yeah. Let's see if this works or not. So we got to do g++ pilot dot whatever. I hope it works. Yeah, I think it does. I mean, yeah, it does work. Yeah, the font and thing is a bit weird, but yeah, that's the best we could do, right? So from that sense, it does work. So I'm happy with this. So what we could do is let's make a simple program like let's do vim age.py, something like display enter your age, like age, if age is greater than equal to 18, display you are eligible to vote. Okay, I forgot one thing. I wanted to translate the sub functions also, right? Like sub functions like as in display dot red or black, whatever. So just add this over here. Translate display sub functions. So eligible to vote, else display one second. So yeah, where did it go? One second. Yeah, it's very simple program. So I do pilot age.py 34, let's say eligible to vote, and 12 not eligible to vote. Very simple. Let's do translate this to display apni umar, or let's do age. Okay, apni umar डाले प्राप्त. Oh my god, never type properly. प्राप्त उमर अगर उमर बड़ी है greater than equal to, okay, अगर उमर, I'll do that in the back end. Okay, I'll just first display आप वोट दे सकते हो, नहीं तो डिस्प्ले आप वोट नहीं दे सकते हो. Let's copy this, let's go over here, let's open mousepad, hindiage.py, let's call it hindiage.py. डिस्प्ले अपनी उम्र डाले, प्राप्त अगर उम्र greater than equal to 18 है, डिस्प्ले ओके 1 2 3 4, नहीं तो 1 2 3 4. If I just open this again, let's see if this works or not. I'm not sure. So let's do, I think it should work. I mean, oh shit, does not work. What's the error though? Line number 2 character 4. Okay, line number 2 character 4. Should I just print out the source code? Okay, let's just do something. Most bad. उम्र है, let's say उम्र है मान लो, I don't know, my age is 19, so I'll just put 19 and I am eligible to vote, but whatever. Let's run this. Okay, there is some okay. I think I know what's happening. If I just change the name of the variable, so this would be an error which I would have to deal with. Let's take a simple name like let's do age in Hindi. What आयु बोलता है ना, exactly. Let's copy this and आयु, अपनी आयु डालें. Let's say let's try to run this. I don't know what's happening now. Okay, let's just, I think this would be fixed, not a big deal. I hope so. Let's just do this again. And we just write out the source code and we do stdc out source code and yeah, let's let's just exit after this. We don't want to proceed. Okay, so what's the error then? I think the way we are lecturing it is a bit weird, right? Okay, I think I know what's happening, because in Lexer we are. If I just go to the Lexer, I think if the code is Lexerized properly, Lexerized is not a word, but if the Lexer, if it, I don't know, if it is Lexerized properly, it would work. The thing is, in Lexer, yeah, proceeding character by character. Right, that's the default case over here. If I just go up over here, current, what's current? At returns a character pointer. Cool. Should I just push it to the array? Like, default case may, let's do one thing. If I just, what's the thing which is giving me an error? Okay, this could be a bit tricky, and this is a bit weird, but I'm just trying out different stuff, right? What I could do is I could have two different Lexer files. One a Hindi Lexer, one and one English Lexer. I could do that, but for now what I'll do is I'll just do default. Where am I exactly? It's not alpha, right? Hmm. Let's do should I do it? Let's just see what happens. This would break the program like terribly, but let's just see what happens. I forgot to. But got token ID. Should I print out all of the tokens? Did I save it? I didn't save it. Okay, why is it Control Q? Okay, I don't know what happens, but whatever. Okay. Okay, there is something wrong happening in the back end of the program. Is it? Okay, if I just go to okay, I'll just try one thing, and if that does not work, I'll then maybe continue this in the next video. And that would be most probably tomorrow. But I'll just try one thing. What I want to do is I just want to print out the character. But that wouldn't work, right? I think I have to find a way to fix this, then the program would be completely translatable. So I think that's it for this video, guys. We did kind of have a semi-working thing, but it's semi-working, so we'll get this properly fixed in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye. So hi guys. So a quick little fix actually fixed all of the issues which was occurring. So what was happening is like it wasn't tokenizing properly, right? So what I did was I actually ran some code over here in my local place of Windows. So basically what happens is I noticed one pattern that for Hindi characters or for anything which is not classified properly, the ASCII value is negative. So I talked about the fact that if I could just fix the lexer thing, everything else would work fine. So in the lexer, there were the while I was calling the alnum and is alpha functions, instead of calling those two functions, I defined a wrapper function. And what it did is basically, if like let's say is alpha wrapper, so if is alpha, then we simply return true. Else if the current values ASCII is negative, we just simply append this. Else we return false. And for the case of isnum wrapper, is alnum wrapper, if it is alnum, we just return true. And if the current index ASCII value is less than 0, that means it's negative, we just return true in that case also, else we return false. And doing that, we did not have to meddle with this thing, the default value is still there. And doing that, our program works fine, and we have translated this, and we can successfully now code in Hindi language. So if I just open let's say mouse pad Hindi age, what was it, Hindi age, yeah. So you can see we have this function display apni ayu dale prapt ayu. I want to use pure Hindi. I'm going to be using pradarshan, not that. One second. Pradarshan. This looks weird. Pradarshan के लिए क्या define था? It was this. Okay, no, it's okay. Say okay. So why did I change this? What the hell is wrong with me? प्रदर्शन अपनी आयु डालें, प्राप्त आयु, अगर आयु बड़ी है 18 से, प्रदर्शन आप वोट कर सकते हैं, नहीं तो प्रदर्शन आप वोट नहीं कर सकते हैं. सेव कर इसको. We save this and now let's do pilot hindi age.py. Very simple program. You see it's compiled successfully. I'll just get rid of this thing. So many coutts. Yeah, I'll just compile this again. And now let's do Hindi age.py. Okay, no, sorry, not .py. Hindi age. अपनी आयु डाले let's say 50. आप वोट दे सकते हैं, नहीं तो 12 आप वोट नहीं दे सकते हैं. And that is happening through Hindi age.py. Mousepad, I can never type properly. That is happening through this file. So this file is actually working like this. So I'll just do clear. Okay, I can't do clear. Why can't I open two terminals? Okay, let's do this. Let's do pilot and mousepad Hindi age.py. Over here, let's do Hindi age. And see, now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted to achieve. We have a Hindi code over here, and we are running that code. अपनी आयु डाले, let's say I am 90 years old. आप वोट दे सकते हो, and अगर मैं 2 साल का हूँ, आप वोट नहीं दे सकते हो. So yeah, very simple program. It works. Great stuff. Now let's do some mathematical program, and we'll wrap up this video. So let's say we define a function. Let's use a function also, right? Let's say let's do something like okay, I'll just have to open this if I'm not wrong. Yeah, let's do karya guna. Guna is multiplication. पहली संख्या कॉमा दूसरी संख्या. Yes. Okay, I'll just keep it like this now for now. Pradarsan. Let's do पहली संख्या गुना. Okay, पहली संख्या और I've got to add comma over here, और दूसरी संख्या कॉमा का गुना है पहली संख्या into दूसरी संख्या. So if I just copy this, and I could just do प्रदर्शन पहली और दूसरी संख्या डाले. Why are there so many ads? प्राप्त पहली संख्या कॉमा दूसरी संख्या, and then we just call. See, call stands out over here, but what could we do? We could change it, and we will change it later, but whatever. If this works, I'll be very happy. So let's just copy. Let's just copy this, and let's just make a new file. We'll call it mousepad hindi multiply.py. Space this. कार्य गुना पहली संख्या कॉमा दूसरी संख्या. प्रदर्शन पहली संख्या कॉमा और दूसरी संख्या कॉमा का गुना है कॉमा पहली संख्या एंड दूसरी इंटू दूसरी संख्या. या प्रदर्शन पहली और दूसरी संख्या डालें, and then we just call it. I think it's good. I hope it works. I really hope it works. Pilot hindi multiply.py. I think it should work. Multiply. Okay, I'll just clear the screen first. पहली और दूसरी संख्या डालें. पहली संख्या है 12, दूसरी संख्या है 10. 12 और 10 का गुना है 120. Great, so it is working. So that's to the video, guys. In the next video we are going to be implementing I talked about this in the start of my stream. I'm going to be implementing some array functions and some more interesting things. So this is actually a very major task. I'm very happy with what I've achieved with this, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.